Hello, welcome to Young's Crossing Creations. I may be a little sniffly today because it is cold out here and I don't look that great, but I'm trying to stay warm. But and my hair has all this static electricity. But I just wanted to share a little bit. I've got my journal back out and I thought we would work on it a little bit, and then I'm going to read just a tiny bit of my written journal. So let's get started. I know I told you last time I have our glasses that we looked at the eclipse in here, both pair, and I just stuck them in this, and I had the picture, certainly not very becoming of me, but that's all right. It's just for us. And I'm going to stick this down. I tell you, it's so cold. We had a cold front move in and it meant business. I've got my little heater if you hear something running, but I don't think I could stand it out here if I didn't have it, so I apologize. Put that like so. I don't measure or anything because this is a junk journal, by the way. Anyway, and I made a mat, a photo mat, and I did it using this little straight cutter thing, and it's not real pretty if you look close, but fortunately y'all can't see the details of it. But I'm gonna stick it on. Okay. I'm going to put it like so. I don't know if it's going to stay there. It's so cold out here. I don't know if that affects glue or anything, but just to be safe, I'll put a little dab of hot glue at each corner. Like that. What I really wanted to do was to use a white pen and write the date on here, but the pen I had would not work. And I know I had some bigger ones because I used them in scrapbooks that I made for each of my grandkids when they graduate. And so I'm gonna have to go with this. It's not nearly as crafty looking, but it does tell the date, and that's all I really need. I mean, surely people can tell that's what's going on. My hands are too cold. I just don't think I could write very clearly, so this is the next best thing, I think. And so I'm going to put that on there. So get it like that. And then I found these in some of my old scrapbooking supplies, or I don't even know if it was for scrapbooking, but that's where I put it. And I'm going to try my new tool my husband got me, and we'll see. I don't want to put my eye out. Oh, amazing. It worked perfect. And I've got these little, what they are, let me show you this one. They're little tiny, hold on. Okay. They're little tiny sunglasses. And I never did scrapbooks as far as when the craze was going on. I did do scrapbooks for my grandkids, and when they started high school, and I gave them to them last year. And now I'm in the process of working on my high schooler grandchild I have right now. And starting next year, it's really going to be tough because I'll have her and the twins. So I'll be working on 3 scrapbooks at a time. But the good thing, I've learned that you need to stay on top of it. I was down to the finish line last time. And I think I'm just going to put these in the corner maybe. Hold the corner down better. A scrap journal, a junk journal does not have to be, perfect. It's not like I'm going to sell it or anything like that. It's just something to look back on and remember, oh, I remember that day and stuff like that. I will share more with you when I'm doing my granddaughter's high school scrapbook, not a journal, but a scrapbook. And I think my other 2 grandkids that graduated a couple years ago, I think they liked it. I enjoyed doing it. When my hands are not so cold, I might write something about the eclipse from that day there. Okay, I wanted to read just a little bit more from my journal. I hope that's all right with you. This was written on February 16th of 1988, and it's talking about a cat that we had named Toby. Toby would be at our house. He was our cat, but he would often go down to my in-laws and get fed everywhere, so he was a fat, happy cat. And this is talking about my brother-in-law was coming down the highway, and he told my father-in-law he saw a cat that had been hit on the road, a lot like Toby. And so they told us, and so this is what I had to say. So I finished cooking supper and went to see. It was dark and misting rain, so I was unable to be sure if it was Toby. I brought Wayne back to see. He turned the cat over. It was kind of stiff because it was freezing cold. And since my father-in-law had fed Toby that morning, we decided that he must just be frozen, Well, once Wayne turned him over, we both felt it was Toby. So we sadly loaded him up and stopped by my father-in-law's. And he brought a flashlight out and shined it on him, and we all said, oh yeah, that's Toby. We came home, and Wayne buried him alongside of Brandy, Buster, Barney, and other pets. Later, I was sitting on the couch and cross-stitching, and I saw Toby on the patio eating. I told Wayne, and he said, who the heck did I bury? We brought Toby in and loved on him. It was so funny. I couldn't help but laugh when I thought about it and the people that lived in the house on the highway right by where we picked him up. And if they were looking out the window, they were probably wondering what in the world we wanted with their old dead cat. So we have a cat buried, and he's the unknown cat. But that's another silly thing that I wrote down, I guess because nothing else exciting was going on. But I still, once again, encourage you, especially you young mothers, keep journals of all the fun, silly things that happen. Okay, now we'll get on with the next project. I think I'm going to go here because there's kind of a space. Because like I said, I had just run jute through folded paper and then tied it, and then I did more, and this is between a couple, so there's a little more space. My granddaughter that's now 19. This is a picture of her when she would come and stay over with us. Such a sweetheart. She loved my canning jar of buttons, and she always wanted to play with them. And I gave her the muffin tin, as you can see in this picture. She would spend hours, well, a long time, with this muffin tin, and she would separate the buttons by color, then she would separate them by shapes. She just had so much fun. That's a good suggestion if you have a little one to entertain. But I want to put that picture here because it's really special to me. Then I'm going to put various buttons. I think I'm putting here. Various buttons around to go along with it. And then I want flatter ones so that I don't have to cut off the little thing on the back. There's a good flat one. That's not even a button. That's a bingo chip. Okay. Well, it's kind of white, boring, but I'm going to pour a few out here and see what we got. That's a pretty red one and a purple. I'm hoping when she sees it she'll remember doing this, because I know she had a lot of fun doing it. And I enjoyed seeing what she just came up with, how to separate them and things like that. So I'm going to select a few and then I'll show you what I've got. Okay, I found a few buttons here and there, and I'm just going to place them randomly. This granddaughter is the daughter of my son that I told you read from the journal about Santa Claus. This is his daughter. Got the picture on. I'm just gonna glue buttons here and there, kind of willy-nilly. Oh, just remember this. Such sweet times. Such a simple thing to do. I think every time she came over, she wanted to play with Nana's buttons. And it was the same jar and these same buttons, because as you know, I don't get rid of anything. Is it freezing where you are today? I say freezing, I don't know what the temperature is, but in here it is cold. I just think, hopefully, how special one day when I'm gone and my granddaughter runs across this. I hope she'll look at it and remember the buttons in doing this. And I hope the memory's as special to her as it is to me. I got each of those glued down. Okay, so there we have it. My granddaughter sorting her buttons. A great memory for me, and hopefully for her one day. That's it. There we go. that's it for today, and I appreciate you watching, and I'm so thankful for all my subscribers, old and new. And if you like this video any little bit, I would appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, why not? I'd appreciate it very much. And I hope you have a nice day, and that I hope you're staying warm. And thank you so much for watching Young's Crossing Creations. Bye.